Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Manchester City versus Arsenal Community Shield. I don't know how important this Community Shield is, but it's a trophy, so I figured that Edison was going to be playing. Unless he's injured, he should have been playing, especially for the penalties. I think he would have been a better fit for the penalties. Nothing against Ortega. I've seen him play last season, the couple of games that he got, the few minutes that he got to play, and never had an issue with him. But I think Edison would have been a better fit. Yeah, he would have been a lot more helpful. Declan Rice, still not seeing it. I was hoping to see him play in the friendlies. I know they're just friendlies, and there's nothing at stake. And that's the whole point. I thought I was going to see him play. I thought he was going to live up to that price tag, that hefty price tag that Arsenal paid, and I still haven't seen it. Didn't see it this game either. Saw some of it, maybe you can say, in the second half, but really just not living up to that price tag again. It's just it's the beginning. There's many more games that are going to be played, so maybe we'll see it then. Saka had a chance in the second half. That really good pass from Ben White, that cross, and all he had to do was push it. Wasn't able to connect with the ball. But besides that play, he didn't really do anything. He was nowhere to be found. Saka, Haaland was not present at all. It was weird seeing him come off and realizing like, oh man, this guy didn't really touch the ball. I don't know if that's because Gundogan's not in the team. Nobody's really feeding him the ball. There were a couple of chances that I saw him when Alvarez had the ball, and I don't think Alvarez was well fitted for that position in back of Haaland because it didn't really benefit Haaland. But Alvarez himself, I always say that Alvarez belongs in a different team. I think he'd be a better player in Liverpool or something for his career, just personally. I think he'd be just a better suited player anywhere except Manchester City. I feel like he's wasting his time at Manchester City. But in this game, again, didn't really do that much. Kovacic, I like Kovacic. He was able to provide some really good passes down the middle. But the thing was, once they got down the middle and Manchester City was in Arsenal's third half, nothing really happened. It would just end right there. Nothing really happened, which Arsenal did a really good job, just keeping organized and being very patient at waiting for Manchester City, and keeping every channel closed. Kovacic, I think he's going to be a good addition to Manchester City. That's what it's looking like, at least. Foden, I don't know. I don't get it. Why? How come he doesn't start? He needs to start. So does KDB. They both need to start. The game got a lot better, at least for City, the second half when they came in. When they came in, they changed everything. Both of them. Foden had almost a chance to score from a really good run from Alvarez, lifting up his head and seeing Foden by himself, and unfortunately the block. But Foden, yeah, he changed the game. Palmer, really good goal. Really good goal. And I think the only two errors I think from Arsenal came from substituting Timber, which I'm going to get into it right now with Timber, but when they substituted Timber and the first half when nobody picked up Rodri, there was a header by Stones. But Rodri was coming in full steam, and he was coming in by himself. He was coming in hot, and had he connected the ball, he was going to score. No one was covering him. And up until that point, Arsenal was doing everything perfect to a T. They were doing everything really well. Timber, my God, he really was a man of the match. He was the best player in the game. Did not expect that. Did not know anything of this guy. It took me by surprise. Every ball that was played in his flank, was stopped. Nobody got through this guy. Every pass that he had, long or short, did splendid, did amazingly. Really good acquisition from Arsenal. Like I said, I didn't know anything of this guy. I didn't see any highlights. I'm really looking forward. The late equalizer from Trossard, it seemed like it was a double deflection hitting Ruben Diaz, and then I think it was Akanji, the last guy that it went off of. It happens. That's the beauty of football. You never know what's going to happen. It seemed at that point, second half, the last maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes, that Manchester City were going to win this, not only 1-0, but it seemed like they were going to score another goal. And the penalties, KDB missing a penalty, Rodri missing a penalty. Who would have thought? It happens. So, congrats, really good win. And I thought, even though Manchester City did control the tempo of this game, I thought Arsenal played really well. I was surprised how well they played compared to City. City were just lethargic. City were just not City, and I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be the City that they were last year. That's not going to happen. That treble, that's not going to happen. But they're going to be up there. Yeah, they're going to be up there. I wouldn't count them out. Definitely don't count them out, Definitely don't count Haaland out. It's going to be interesting. I think Arsenal are missing a forward. Those two opportunities that they had in the first half with Havertz. Look, I could forgive the first one because he was kind of like, stumbling, but the second one, come on, like, especially after getting a taste for it, like a second chance pretty much, almost the same play, almost the same kind of ball. You needed to net that. I mean, he was standing, he wasn't wobbling, he wasn't falling over anything. He was in front of the goal, face forward. That should have gone in, and it just kind of shows that he can't play as a lone striker, and Arsenal needs to get another striker, in my opinion. They have everything else, but they need another striker. And I'm not talking about Jesus being in there still, but they still need not counting Jesus, they still need another striker. All in all, good game. Not the funnest of game, but good game overall. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching as always. Stay tuned for future videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.